Welcome in, Tamers. Today we're going through a very janky deck that I've been playing recently, and you may have seen on other channels such as KNTLXR's video up here, of course. First off, shoutouts. This mat is absolutely amazing. Saf from Double Tap Playmats has done an absolutely amazing job on this. Hopefully links in the description to his stuff. They are double-sided mats, of course. But this design done by King Kai, person who did who made me some custom sleeves not too long ago. Just like that. Oh, look at that reflection. Shoutouts to King Kai. Once again, I'll show links in description. With the peripherals out of the way, let's get to this very odd deck. Now you may see we're running 4 of the Doraemon on the top. This is of course the BT16 Doraemon. When a blocker is deleted across all turns, gain 1 memory. Not too bad, but we'll get into why we run that a little bit later, so there we go, we'll leave that there. Camera's lagging for some reason, don't know why, nothing's changed recently. Maybe I just need to plug some stuff in. We'll kick it into the rookies. We're running 3 of the BT15 Hagurumon. This is the one that, on play, check top 3, search out a machine or cyborg and a black tamer. Not bad. For Justimon you'd think that's absolutely amazing. Problem is, we're not running any black tamers. We're running 4 of that Haguru simply for... Also the inheritable is reboot, so that's always good. But we're running that for searching, pulling pieces, and I guess the inheritable reboot is not bad either. On top of the 4 of those, we're running 4 of the EX1 Hagurumon. This little fella on play. Trash a machine or cyborg to draw 2. No inherit, 2k, 3 drop, very nice. Now this is where it starts getting a little bit funky. We're running 4 of the old 2-drop Hagurumons from BT2. It is a vanilla, but it is a 2-cost drop for 3k, and it's a Haguru name, which synergizes really well with, of course, 4 Haguru X antibodies from BT16. This, when digivolving, you may play 1 Kohaguru token, which has blocker and decoy black, but it can't attack. That's not bad, honestly. Creating a blocker source for 0 cost, especially in this deck, and just having a blocker source on deck, it gives blocker inherit as well. Absolutely astounding, in my opinion. We'll get into why the Kohagurumon token is interesting in a little bit. So, moving on to our level 4 champions. We've got 4 Hover Espimons, nice black 2-cost Evo over black. When digivolving or on play, reveal the top card of your opponent's security. If it's a Digimon, gain a memory. If it's not a Digimon card, you draw an additional card. Very nice. And then you choose if you want it at the top or the bottom of their security. And not only that, but during all turns, if you have any tamer on the field, it gains blocker and cannot be straight deleted by your opponent's effects. No inherit effect, it is just a nice 1-cost Evo pretty much more often than not. But even then, drawing a card isn't that bad in a deck like this. The other level 4 that we're running, well, not just the other level 4, but another level 4 that we're running, as probably our primary one here, is Sheepmon from BT16. This, of course, has Armor Purge. It is a 3-cost evolution, so it's not 100%, but it's a 3-cost evolution where it has Collision if it attacks. All your opponent's Digimon gain blocker and must block if able to. Not bad, but we're not using it for that. We're using it to stop an attack. It's all turns once per turn. When an attack target is switched, you may end the attack. If you're pulling into the Kohaguru token, you're able to stop an attack if you got Sheepmon on the field, which is very nice. Although you might want your Digimon to die because of the Doraemon blocker. If a blocker dies, gain a memory. Sometimes you want to keep that stack and keep it so that you can do what we're about to do in just a second. But before we do, let's take a look at our final level 4, which is of course the yellow-black Goraemon from BT15. The on-play, on-deletion isn't that necessary for this deck. We're mostly using it for the inherit of the, when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -1. Until the end of their turn, sorry. So we're not using it really for the Trasher card with Numemon or Sukamon, give security attack +1, -1. We're doing it for the inherit security attack -1. Now, the reason I'm saying that these are interesting, and you might see a theme here, especially with what's been going around recently. Let's look at our 5s, and we're starting off with 3 BT16 Shakomon. Of course, it is DNA Digivolution over black-yellow. Those are level 4s. It has Partition, black-yellow. Very nice. Partition, quite a broken ability right now. If this card was to leave the field in any other way except for your own deletion or battle, basically spit out 2 level 4s, 1 black, 1 yellow, and then you're good to go. The when Digivolving of this card means that it becomes unaffected by your opponent's Digimon effects. That's pretty good in this current meta, especially with things like Ragnarlord, knocking around Paildramon, things like that. But the other side of it is when DNA Digivolving, choosing your security or your opponent's security for the number of security cards, add one of your opponent's Digimon of that level, aka if you're starting the game, level 5, level 4, level 3, something like that. Choose a Digimon that meets that requirement and put it to the bottom of their security. That's great. If you're able to turbo into this and stop your opponent who's playing on board, absolutely amazing. But here we're using it for mostly the free evolution of the DNA and the partition. Not bad options. Now, you may think, 3 level 5s, that's a little bit lackluster. You know, I also thought this too. So, I stuck in 2 Chimeramons. Again, it's a level 5 that goes over any level 4s, so really, you can do over 2 Hover SPs if you're in a pinch, you can do over 2 Sheeps, things like that. And it's just a nice utility, minus 3000 to your opponent's Digimon until the end of their turn. It's not that bad. Not much else to really say on Chimera. It is... You can evolve both of these for 4 cost over your stack if you need to, if you're really stuck. But really this deck kind of solves itself, and again we'll look at that. When it comes to the Tamers, now, the main crux of this deck, good old Justimon Blitz Arm, from, where did he come from? EX2. Pretty old card when you think about it. When Digivolving, activate one of the following effects, and that is a gain 2000 and unsuspend, or delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Versatile, I must say. A lot of times when you're Digivolving straight from Shaco into this, you'll be using the plus 2000. But hey, not only that though, but this card gets a little bit insane when it comes to his when attacking. For every Tamer you have, no matter what colour, activate his when Digivolving effect. Which, as we know, is activate one of the following effects. Gain 2000 DP for the turn, unsuspend this Digimon, or delete a 5 play cost or less. Now you're telling me that if I have 7 Tamers on field I activate that 7 times? You bet your sweet biffy you are. Because, why? Why not? Funny card, go brr. Now Bandai had the very fortunate factor, and right mindsight for once, to release the rest of Justimon Blitzarm, because this man is a Power Ranger of course, he powers up. Now we started off with Crit Arm in, what was it, BT10 I think it was? Correct me if I'm wrong, editing self. But then we moved on to BT11, and we got Justimon SL Arm. This card is very funny, it evolves for 1 over the name of Justimon. If the card contains the name Justimon, evolves for 1. When Digivolving, by returning 1 Digimon card with Justimon in its name. Oh, it's not even. It's just by returning 1 level 6 Digimon card without Justimon SL Arm in its name. That's very funny. That might have more uses, actually. Not really, because you need Justimon to evolve for 1. But either way, you return 1 level 6 to your hand to gain Security Attack, +1, and Piercing. Very versatile, I must say. Its when attacking, however, is for the cost of 2, you may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the name Justimon in its name that is not Justimon SL Arm. Couple of stipulations on that, but nonetheless, you're going to be looping your Blitz Arm and your SL Arm constantly, over and over and over. Crit Arm if you really want to throw the 1 of in there, but I wouldn't say you need any more than 1 on the Crit Arm. Now that's quite funny. Reason why? Okay, you're swinging. You've just evolved to 1. You're swinging for 2 checks, right? You evolve into Blitz Arm. What's Blitz Arm's when Digivolving? Oh, unsuspend. All right, cool. We go again. Swing, unsuspend for a number of Tamers, and then gain power or delete Digimon. Ooh. Oh, you have another SL Arm in hand. Evolve for 1. Return this to your hand. Sweet. evolve for 2. We'll get into the combo a little bit later, but my god. The looping mechanic, very funny. Now that is all of our Digimon, and honestly, if I was to change anything, I probably would add one more Shakomon instead of probably a Tamer. I wouldn't say that I can get rid of any of the 6s or the 4s. Probably drop a level 3 somewhere, but that's my opinion on this right now. So those are our 6s. Moving on to the extras in the deck, known as Tamers and or options. Now, you know what? I'll just kick it off with the options. You probably saw the glimpse of the Tamer there, but we'll kick it off with the options. Simply 4 memory boost. Now, so originally I had the problem of I had Mimikmons, BT4, BT6 Mimikmons in the deck, which was pure yellow. It's a pure yellow source. So it couldn't evolve over blacks, and it couldn't evolve, and I couldn't search it off for memory boost. Since talking to friends and people, that's where the Greymon came in, because it is another black source, it is a yellow source, and it just works. It just works. But yeah, so we're running 4 black memory boost. Gain 2 memory is always very nice, especially seeing as this deck looks to set up rather than play on board most of the time. You're looking to set up the majority and then just work because it is an OTK. Now, moving on to the Tamers, which is nice because, again, Blitz Arm, reminder, when attacking, for every Tamer you have, activate when digivolving. We are running quite cheap Tamers when you think about it. We're running 4 of the, what is it, BT5 2-drop Takumi. All turns, all level 3 Digimon gain when attacking, lose 1 memory. Okay, not bad. You're not going to be wanting to swing with level 3s unless you really have to anyway, right? We play it for the when one of your Digimon successfully digivolves, draw 1, tap this Tamer to draw 1 card. Nice. Cycling your deck, seeing your pieces, hopefully getting you to see all those Accel Arms you need. Because really you only need 1 Blitz Arm. Unless of course your opponent is playing like Setcon or something, and yeah, it's horrible. But a true 2-drop Tamer, which you're running 4 of, very nice. Additionally, we're running 2, which I thought I was running 3, so I don't know where I've gone wrong here. But we're running 2 Alice McCoys, which is also a 2-drop. However, when one of your Digimon would digivolve from a level 5 to a level 6, delete one of your Digimon to reduce the Digivolution cost by 3. Justimon is a 3-cost evolution. You go off Shakomon. And funny, do you remember those Kohogurumon tokens that you have? You can delete them. They have blocker. What does this do? This gains you a memory when a blocker is deleted? How have you gotten? You've DNA'd? That's 2 times gaining memory? You're telling me I go +2 for a level 6 evolution? Something not right here. Something's not right here. Now, the other Tamer we're playing, it's one that I've wanted to try and get rid of, but I'm not sure how. And it is, of course, the Promo Louis, which is, it's a 3-cost, so it's not that bad. However, he does technically turn into a 2-cost. On play, you may raise a Digimon from the breeding area. When you do, tap him to gain a memory. So he is technically a 2-cost Tamer. However, when it gets to the later game and you don't see, like, you run out of eggs because you're just constantly mashing, then he kind of becomes moot. I do need to think of a 5th egg that I can add in here that is somewhat useful to the deck. As of right now, I cannot think of one though, so I'm a bit stuck on that. But that is the deck profile. Now let's swap over to a quick little demonstration of what the deck can do. Okay, so let's look at the demonstration here. You can see we already have a Greymon on board with 4 Tamers and a black memory boost ready to go. We've got a Hagurumon in the back. Our turn begins on 2 memory. We're going to promote out. Very nice. Tap Louis to gain that lovely 3rd memory that we need. From here, you're simply just going to evolve for 0 into Kohogurumon. This spits, Hagurumon X Antibody. This spits out the Kohogurumon token. Not only that, we're going to tap the 2 Takumis to draw 2 cards. Perfect, right? Absolutely insane. From here, we're going to evolve into Hover SB for 2. What's this? Your opponent's top security is a Digimon card. Gain 1 memory. From there, you're going to move all of your Tamers across your board to the other side of the mat so that you can make some space. Right? You're then going to DNA Digivolve the Greymon with the Hover SBmon the other way around even. Hover SB on top because it's black on top. Very nice. Into Shakamon for 0. Beautiful. Become immune to Digimon effect, and bottom security one of your opponent's Digimon. You have a Kohogurumon token here that's not really doing anything on your OTK turn, right? Let's use Alice's effect to delete this Kohogurumon token, and evolve into Justimon Blitzarm for 0. Not only that, that token had blocker, leading in 2 memory off of our Dorimon Inherits. Justimon will either unsuspend, delete something, or gain 2000. From here we'll swing at your opponent's security. With 4 Tamers, we can trigger his when digivolving 4 times. Let's unsuspend off 1, and for the sake of it we'll just gain 2000 power 3 more times. From here, we're going to digivolve into Justimon Salam, and using his when digivolving return Blitzarm to hand, gain security attack and piercing. Keep in mind, we've done 1 check so far. Let's swing with a Salam, and then for the cost of 2, digivolve back into Blitzarm, using his when digivolving to unsuspend. Very nice. That evolve into a Salam, sorry, cost 1 as well. My apologies. From here, we've done the 2 checks. We've survived. We're at like 17,000 DP. What's this? We can swing again. Activate the when attacking, because it is a new instance of Justimon, 4 times, unsuspend once, gain more power. We're gaining plus 12,000 DP now. We're at 23,000 DP. Beautiful. That is 5 checks done. You can either swing for game, or you can add insult to injury, use that last memory you've got, evolve for 1, return this, and swing for game. Very funny, must say. Worst case, if you die when you're in Blitzarm or something, and you're not by battle, right? If you get like Chaos Degraded, or you get Gaia Forced, or you get just completely shut down, Shakamon here allows you to play out Hover SB and the Gurei. The entire stack dies. So, okay, you can't do the Alice thing again if you do that, because it's also once per turn. But if you die, spit those out, and just go into another Shakamon. Like, this this deck is very funny, I must say. It is completely and unrealistically very funny. And if you want to see it in action, and see it brick, and then maybe do things in a second game, make sure to click that link in the top right. Go and watch Elixir's video that I featured in, where I played this deck on Drazil, simply because it's just too good. It's too fun. Build it yourself. It's quite cheap. The only expensive thing here is the Shakamons, in my opinion. Other recipes aren't that bad. The rest of the pieces are cheap as hell. Go play Digimon. Have fun.